Worship him. Worship the Holy Son. Worship him. Why hello. So today, I decided we're going to film a specific video. What is the video, you might ask? Well, got a bunch of Struwwelpetriaden, as they're called in German, or CatDefender parodies, as they are called in English. So, I'm gonna be ranking every single one that I own. Every single one I own. Now, I'm not gonna do different languages, such as English CatDefender or the Russian CatDefender that I own. And I'm not gonna do any related books. I'm only gonna be doing parodies, strictly parodies. Right, so we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 books. 7. I got 7 parodies. There are thousands more, but I've got these 7. Alright, so I'm gonna rank these based on which I like the most. Wait, this one missing. I think I have 8. Is it? Oh yeah! I did have 8. I have 8 parodies. I've missed a book. Here we go. I have 8 parody books. My apologies. 8. So, like I already stated, we'll be ranking them based on how much I like them. So, which of these are my top favorite? And why? So, let's get started. I'm gonna start from my least favorite to my favorite. That's how it's gonna go. Least favorite, coming there first. Or coming dead last, I should say. The Ultimate CatDefender. This book. Holy moly, I hate this thing. I can't even show what's in here. Because this is just a gore fest. Look at this. This is a little gore fest. So, yeah, which is why. Everyone dies in here. Literally, everyone dies in this book. It's insane. It's actually insane how many people die in this book. So, yeah. I don't recommend this for anybody who can't take gore very well. Now, this book is in German and in English. So, Germans and English people can read it because it's in both languages. Now, the German text, this is as much as I can show you. The German text is here. The English text is here on the pictures. So yeah, this book is graphic, very graphic. In general, I don't like this book. That last, The Ultimate CatDefender. Up next, Struwwelpetriaden. This book's entirely in German. And this is the female version of CatDefender. Not the canonical female version, that's Struwwelpetriaden Betsy, but this is a take on Struwwelpetriaden. This book does not really have anything to do with CatDefender. It's very much a story about a girl that does a lot of stuff. For example, a good example in this book is Lisa wakes up late for school, and it's seen as a bad thing. Now, Lisa does a lot of screwed up things, which then will end up backfiring in her face, such as this one, where she messes around with the radio and then like gets electrocuted. But like, it's kind of boring, really. Like, it's good for your kids. Like, you can read this to your children. It has very good morals. I think it actually like had a version where the last scene of the book, it wasn't a tea kettle, it was like some type of monster, but then they like scrapped it. I'm not sure. Anyway, second last, Struwwelpetriaden. Up next, tierischer Struwwelpeter. This book is boring and offensive. The animal shock-headed Peter, as they call it in English. This entire book's in German, and it's basically shock-headed Peter if the main characters were animals. Now, as you can see here, Peter is a lion, but some of them are not really fun depictions. Like, I find it creative that like Colin is like a black sheep in this, but like, they literally made Augustus a pig. Like, I'm going to show you this. That's actually kind of offensive. Where is it? There it is. Literally. Holy moly. That's offensive. This is offensive and it's boring. It's literally a copy of Shock-Headed Peter with just animals. It doesn't do anything really creative. It just turns the characters into animals and said and done. The only creative thing it does is a Conrad story where they turn Conrad into a frog for some reason, and then they turn the tailor into a stork, and he like picks the thumbs instead of cutting them off. So then they hurt a lot. Besides that, boring as hell. I don't like it. It's quite offensive towards Augustus. Third last is Animal Shock-Headed Peter. Now, this one, I hate it so much that I didn't even want to rank it. Which I'm not gonna. I'm gonna show you when I'm not gonna rank this crap. Shock-Headed Peter's Return. I am very specific with the pronunciation because the manga is called Shock-Headed Peter The Return. But we're gonna refer to this as the manga. This is disgrace. This is a disgrace to Shock-Headed Peter. This is a disgrace. This is worse than Ultimate. This book basically has the characters in like a theater setting, which sounds cool on paper, but then you see all the stuff that happens there. Like, one of the things I really like is that, like, the original author of Shock-Headed Peter is the narrator. That's pretty cool. But, like, where is it? For example, this book is entirely in German, so I have to translate. But in general, the hunter, who's like 3 kids stacked on top of each other, he's a tyrant. He's a horrible tyrant. A greedy, horrible tyrant who does not care about anybody. And in this story, Frederick is his son. I don't appreciate that. I don't appreciate them slandering my son. Specifically with this scene. I don't like this. What is this shit? What actually is this shit? They make him seem like a pervert in this book. And then like later on, Hunter literally disowns him. Like, oh my god. This, I would rank, this is unrankable. I hate it so much, I want to throw this away. But, considering books are expensive, I'm not gonna. So, this is dead last. Chocolate Peter's Return. Fuck this book. Fuck it with all the might. Burn it to the ground. Burn it. I'm not gonna though, it's expensive. Alright. Now, current ranking, dead last. Chocolate Peter's Return. Dead last. Ultimate Chocolate Peter. Second dead last. Struwwelpetriaden. Third dead last. Animal Chocolate Peter. Alright, now we go into my top 4. Our number 4 spot is Chocolate Peter, the Big Book of Troublemakers. Now this book was made by the same author as the manga. And a lot of like designs are different for some of the characters in here, such as like, what's a good example? What's a good example? Conrad. This is how Conrad looks like in this version. Meanwhile, the manga, to find the page where they show Conrad. Where is it? It's not here. There it is. And this is how it looks in the manga. Yeah, you can tell the difference. They look very similar, but you can tell the difference. But in general, this book is kind of like the OG book, but this book gets advertised in, actually gets used as a plot point in the manga. This gets used as a plot point. And as a reason for the villain to turn out the way he becomes. This is basically that. It's the tool that causes everything to go downhill in the universe. So yeah. This is number 4 spot, the Big Book of Troublemakers. So I'm going to refer to it for now. Third place, Chocolate Peter the Revenge. I'm gonna call it revenge because I'm not sure what Abrechnung means. It's a very weird word, but when I translated it, it meant something like revenge. So I guess we're going with that. This is a very unique book. This is actually very unique. Because it takes the Chocolate Peter stories and gives them like a modern twist ending. So one of them is actually kind of brilliant, that I personally like. I have to get there first. That's the last story. And it's the ending of Robert's story. As you can see here, he travels around, and this is also entirely in German. He travels around, and at the end, he comes back when he's like an old man, and he talks about his adventures, and nobody's believing him. Also, this book introduces a new character to the Chocolate Peter fandom. Not to the canon, but to the fandom. And his name is Little Till, or Kleiner Till in the original. So basically, Little Till is in the epilogue of the story, such as the Christkind. And Little Till is basically stuck in a book. And he's kind of going insane, like that's what I'm understanding. Like he bought the book, was happy, then he got stuck, and now he's going insane. So yeah. I'm gonna show him again. I was the one who introduced Till to this franchise. Like, many people did not know about Till's existence. They didn't know about it. But you can use it with fan art. You can make fan art of the little guy. I have posted the original image of Till on DeviantArt. I did. It was a long time ago, and I always use my version of Till, not my version, but more like my style of Till, and to make fan art of Till, which I don't do often. He's a pretty minimal character, but he's still interesting. If you read his story, it is very interesting. I made a song out of this poem. Literally a song out of his story. So, this is my top 3 spot. I really like the direction they went with. It's very creative, and in some cases it's quite sad in some stories. So yeah, this is my number 3, Struwwelpetriaden, die Abrechnung, CatDefender, the Revenge. Next up, this is actually a book made by a friend of mine, a close friend of mine. And it's called Dapper Peter and Friends, and His Friends. Made by CatDefender. Also on YouTube, referred to as CatDefender. Now, this book is quite important to me. Not only because it's from a friend, but also because it's really well made, and it takes my friend's retellings and turns them into the stories. So, this is entirely in English, so I can read this. I'll read you the foreword. I'll tell you tales of Struwwelpeter. This story is called Struwwelpeter instead of CatDefender. The boy who surely could be neither. A cruel Fritz who whipped his dog. Fritz is supposed to be Friedrich, but there's a nickname. Pauline is supposed to be Paulinchen, but I guess. And Pauline who burned like a log. There's Hans who looked towards the sky. And Funless Conrad, me oh my. The hunter, to be shooting man, chased down by the hair. Then Robert who flew through the air. Philip who wriggled on his seat, and Casper too who wouldn't eat. For what I say is their true story. Did any of them come to glory? Did any of them really die? Or the tales most know all lies? Just come along and learn what's true. In these stories fresh and new. So, this is grabbing the original stories and giving them a happy ending. I gotta show you my favorite. Where's my favorite? My favorite out of these is actually Conrad's. For this scene alone, when Conrad gets his thumbs cut off, and look what his mom does. His mother, can you see that? Oh god, there you go. His mother literally kicks the tailor away. Damn, Margaret. I call her Margaret. It's really funny, and I really like this book. Because she also has one of her own characters, that being Casper's mother. I think her name's Claudia? To look, what's her name? I think it was Claudia. What's her name? I can't find the name right now. Now look again. Where is it? Okay, she doesn't get named here, but I think her name is Claudia. This is Claudia, by the way. This one right here, that's Claudia. That's one of their OCs. So, this book is my second favorite because I really like that it's hand-drawn. You can see that here. It's hand-drawn. And that it gives the characters like a good ending. Like a what-if scenario. What if they had a good ending? That's Stinky Boys. Stinky Boys deserve their fate. So yeah. Number two. Dapper Peter and his friends. Good job, CatDefender. Good job. This is a controversial take, at least in the community. As my number one, Struwwelpetriaden die Rückkehr, or also called CatDefender The Return. Now, I fully translated this book in English. You can find it in the r/SPD. I think either that one or like the other one, because I made two of them. But one of these communities, it's that. I think it's the SPD community, but I'm not sure. And anyway, I love this book. I love the art style. I love that it takes the CatDefender characters and puts them in like a shonen anime. I really like that as well. That's extremely cool. And it's a comedy for 13-year-olds. It's pretty funny. My favorite, like I have a lot of favorite scenes, but if I had to pick one, holy, what is it? It's this one scene with the teacher. There it is. Oh, I love this scene. I love this scene so much. So the teacher, like, snaps at Peter because Peter wouldn't stop asking to go to the bathroom. So then the teacher snaps. And the foam coming out of his mouth is because they have chips that Agrippa, who's the villain, the main villain of this manga, like, he puts it into people, and when they misbehave, they like fall into a coma, which is why they have these chips. I just love this. I also sometimes have like my issues with it, like Augustus' design. He looks terrifying in this. Philip looks like dead inside, and just like some things don't really make sense. I just like Harriet and Peter playing cards in the middle of a fire, mind you, in the middle of a fire. But it's a manga, not everything's gotta make sense. I managed to learn that. So yeah, that was all I wanted to say. I hope you enjoyed this series. Okay, not this series, but this video I made. And well, out of the 8 Struwwelpetriaden that I have, I'm okay with half of them. Okay, I'm okay with 6 of them. I'm gonna count Struwwelpetriaden and the Animal CatDefender because they're not offensive, they're kind of just a little boring. But these two, don't buy these. Don't buy these. This one is horrible because of the reasons I listed. But also because one of the stories is not even in this book. Like Phillips gets replaced by Conrad, and Johnny's story is not even in here. It's not even in here. That frustrated me so much. So I suggest don't read this. Don't read this. Please don't. And if you can't handle gore, don't read this either. If you can, okay, go ahead. If you're a fan of gore, okay, you can read this. If not, no. Not by a mile. Don't read this by a mile. And that was all I had to say. Hope you enjoyed. And as you can see, brought Frederick with me. I mean, CatDefender theme video, why not? And I hope to see you soon. Bye bye.